Mum, we're here.
Hello, darling. Oh, I wasn't sure when you would arrive. Let me look at you. You look a little pale, darling. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fine, Mum. I've been on the move since yesterday. I'm just a bit weary, that's all.
You must look after yourself. I do get worried about you.
Mum? I'd like you to meet Gary.
Hello, Mrs. Burns. Nice to finally meet you.
Do you have a job?
Well, yeah, I work as a lecturer in European...
How much do you earn then?
You know, I got a pay rise last
In
month.
Australian dollars.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the conversion.
Does it matter how much Gary earns, Mum?
Not today, it doesn't, Liebling. We can leave that for later. You're probably both tired and need a nice cup of tea. And you both must be hungry. The airline food is shocking. Shocking. How about a nice cup of tea and a ham sandwich, Gary?
Mum, it's okay. Gary likes ham and tea.
Well, good, Liebling. You're not Jewish then, Gary?
Mum, stop it.
I'm just asking a simple question. All it takes is a yes or a no.
Gary does not
No.
need to.
So, Gary, tell me about your parents.
Well, my father comes from Hungary, and my mother was born in Germany, Leipzig.
Yeah, I know Leipzig. It saw a lot of action and became part of East Germany after the war. I'm from Düsseldorf. We're all together again now. One happy family. When did your mother leave Leipzig?
After the war, she was a refugee in England, and that's where she met Dad.
Your father, the Hungarian. There's quite a few in Sydney, you know. My father used to say Hungarians were one of two things. Do you know what those two things are? He used to say Hungarians, half gypsies, half Jews.
Mum, Opa had some strange expressions.
And you don't look like a gypsy, Gary.
Mum,
Well, I mean, I'm only saying Gary looks very aristocratic, Liebling. He's a very fine-featured young man. And Gary, you said you were not Jewish before. Am I right?
Mum, that's enough. Gary and I have had a long trip and we don't need this.
I'm only asking, Liebling. If Gary tells me again he's not Jewish, that's good enough for me.
Well, I'm not, actually. Mrs. Burns, where are your parents from?
From Germany. Both were born in Düsseldorf.
And you were born there too, in Düsseldorf.
Well, I was in fact born in a town not too far from Düsseldorf, somewhere else.
Mum was adopted. She didn't know her real parents.
Oh, that must have been a very difficult situation back then during the war.
What do you mean?
Well, my special field of research is 20th century European history. I've lectured on this very topic on numerous occasions.
What are you talking about?
Well, the German response to the treatment of the Jews during the war, I mean, it was important to prove one was Aryan. It was literally a matter of life or death to prove that you were not Jewish.
That was a long time ago.
Of course, but the attempt at the genocide and the emergence of a new master race didn't end at the conclusion of the war. I mean, many defeated German ideologists went abroad to South America and the like to continue their grand plans for a new master race.
Well, that's just like something from the boys from Brazil. You know, Mum and Opa, Lived in Argentina for 2 years after the war, before coming here.
It was one of the few places that would
So
take...
how did you prove you were not Jewish if you didn't know your parents?
Perhaps another day.
I would never have thought of that. Tell us, Mum. This is really interesting.
Who wants some more tea?
Mum, is everything okay?
Yes, Liebling. I'm just a bit exhausted. All I need is a fresh cup of tea.
Are you okay, Mrs. Burns? I'm sorry
No,
if I
no,
was...
everything is fine.
Let's talk about something else.
Nein, I have nothing to hide.
Okay. I'm Jewish if it makes you happy.
Are you really Jewish?